Alright, so I got this 3D printer from Micro Center. Not really trying to rhyme that, but anyway. Um, it's by, what is it? Creality or whatever. It's an Ender Pro 3. Let me straight up, I really don't know a lot of crap about 3D printers. I just know they print crap. So, yeah, for my own safety, to make sure I don't, mess shit up, decided to film it and maybe somebody could take something out of it. But it's crazy. Found this thing called the Thingiverse, and or Thinger's an app. They got a whole bunch of stuff on there. Like, you can just go to like random, and I'll just like let you like swipe left and swipe right, and it's kind of like skip or accept, and it just gives you like examples of things that you might want to print. And you click on it, it gives you like a layout, but you can click like yes or no. When you save, it's like save for home or save for office. For me, I'm just looking at it like save for personal use or save to sell to people, and I'm just like, all right, perfect. It's free. Yeah, let's do this. Uh, yeah, I'm just going through it like, okay, rocks, rock wall. Oh, that's cool. A little hand grabber. More rocks. Oh, look, a 22 silencer. That's very convenient. More rocks. Anyway. So, fuck, I'm just gonna bring the whole box in here and figure this crap out. Yeah, I don't really know how to compare weights, because, like, I use, like, cable weights for my gym setup, and the shit's not accurate at all, like, at all. You use cable weights, you're lying to yourself. It's just, if it's heavy, it's heavy. If it's not, it's not. Just, I'll take a wild guess and say that this is like maybe 30 pounds. I don't know. I'm an underweight and just say like 20. Maybe there's something on the packaging to tell me. I don't know. I don't read Chinese. No, seriously, it's in Chinese. Yeah. Yeah, like it's all in Chinese. Anyway, I'm probably missing it. Maybe somebody else will see it on the box and know. I don't know. I don't care. Uh, 20, 30 pounds. I don't know. If you're weak, it's 80 pounds. We'll just say that. You've got them womanly hands and you just can't lift stuff. Just say that it's a man's package. That's what it is. How much does it weigh? It weighs a man's package weight. So, bro, I'm like straight up blocking this camera. This crap off. Okay, well, I didn't realize till now that I opened the box upside down. Oh well. Too bad. Life's ass backwards to deal with it. It's got this nice little case thing. Probably doing something wrong. Somebody's gonna hound me for this. I don't care. Chinese symbols. It says Axi limiter switch. This one says Ender 3 Pro English. So whatever the hell that crap is. Guess it's free filament. I did get a whole roll. I got like a 2.2 kilogram roll of white filament. I don't know anything about the filaments, guys. I know they said there's different ones for different things. I don't know. I'm figuring this shit out. It's like guns. You pick one up and you shoot it. That's what it does. What's it for? I don't know. Shooting stuff. And then go undercover as like a paint scraper guy. Just go 3D printing houses. And something with weight that makes you want to throw it, which I probably shouldn't throw. Yeah, I think that's the company, Creality. That's what I was trying to say earlier. So, stuff all up here. We got a cheap Hong Mao, whatever that is, power cord. Was that 10 amp? Yeah, it's 10 amp. Got some brackets. An electrostatic bag for, I'm guessing, this board. You know, I really don't get the whole, I mean, I kind of get it, the electrostatic bags. But after you pull it out, isn't it like just gonna fall victim to whatever the elements bring towards it in the world? So I gotta get a static proof bag, you know, just in case there's a micro shock on it and it fucks your shit up. You build a whole computer and you're like, hey, look, let's plug 1100 volts to this thing. Not 1100 volts, 1100 watts. It's like, hopefully it doesn't get too much electricity to the circuit board because it might short. I don't understand electricity enough to know. People go, what you don't know will scare you. It's like, no, what you don't know won't scare you. Because being oblivious to the world is the whole reason why you're not scared. Because if you knew the truth of the world, you'd be fucking terrified. Sitting in mama's house inside of her basement. Like, it's okay, baby, I'm gonna take care of you. Go 3D print your shit. It's like, no. Mom, I don't want your basement. Hey, Mom, you know what? I'm gonna buy you a basement. Why? So you have a place to put all your shit when I fucking bring you all these gifts for Christmas and your birthday and help you out, and that's what the basement's for. The basement isn't for you. The basement is for you to store all the gifts that you bring your mom. If you take offense to this, it's because, yeah, she's probably buying you too much shit. Yeah, I definitely opened this thing up backwards. Oh well. I don't know. I'm guessing this is the power supply. Use only with a 250 volt fuse. Cool shit. Oh, well, let me go backwards and forwards between 220 and 110. Cool, because I got a plug down here that I had routed from like my dryer outlet crap. So I got a 220 in my room. So, the best of both worlds. I wonder if there's an advantage to using 220 on this, or if it's just optional, just in case, you know, whatever country you're in, or I guess wherever you live. I don't know. This crap's all floppy. If you're still watching this, you can just like skip, because I have no clue what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just trying to get all this crap out of the box so I can remove the box. While you're at it, leave some ill-fated comments. I don't want to rewatch my own video. I want to read what the hell you throw at me. $10 off your next inland filament purchase. Cool. Anybody want to steal that barcode? I don't care. Save $10 on your next purchase of inland filament. Filament cannot be combined with other offers. Limit 1 per customer. Make sure you take a picture of that and copy it about 30 times and give it to all your friends. not against the law. I don't think so. But if they allow you to do it, why not? You know what? I'm gonna use one of these little black things. What? Yeah, no, it's still shitty. My room looks like a pile of shit right now back there. I lost my keys, and I tore everything up looking for them, and I couldn't find them. That's where they were at. They were hanging up where they're supposed to be hanging up, but in the wrong way. So I have like my little coat hanger thing or coat rack thing. Keys were in my coat pocket instead of on the hanger right next to the coat. Just fucking. Oh well. My fault. So I got instructions. Yeah, I'm reading the instructions. And I might skip through this. If y'all want to skip through, y'all can. I don't know. I'm gonna read half of it. Quality certificate. Because you know, every time I build a piece of shit, I just put quality approved by the guy who built the piece of shit. It's probably a good printer. Talking shit. The guide is for the Ender 3 Pro 3D printer. Select the correct voltage input. I guess I get both of them. Because software and hardware upgrades, model differences, new versions may not be listed on the guide. Plug the power cord into the 3-hole power jack. Detailed instructions for use are available on the fuck card. The fuck card. This machine is equipped with security protection mechanisms. Do not okay, yeah, so just don't manually move the nozzle. Printing performance. Printing platform mechanism. Manually while booting up. Okay. Otherwise, the device will automatically shut off for safety. See, I'm not gonna talk shit here, but this is how you know the instructions were either 1, made by a kid, which is not a bad thing, or 2, made by a man. Nobody likes to read. Just give me some fancy pictures and I'll figure it out. Like that. Not even gonna lie, I didn't want to read this, but that's a 10 out of 10. Whoever this was, I applaud you. This is better than a cheap porno. I'm not even gonna lie like this. Who does this? Okay, so this is from Shenzhen. And if y'all don't know anything about Shenzhen, they give me a second. No, not this power supply. Get down one of these miners. I got these all off. They're not profitable at the moment. I got like 5 of these, and then I got some ASICs. But this is dirty as fuck. They also make these in Shenzhen. So it seems like cool shit comes out of there. Yeah, well, I'm screwing off again. Y'all can just skip through. I don't care. List 1. Do I got all my items? Let's just assume, yeah. Let's figure this out. Thank you for your order and support. Specializing in R&D, research and development, manufacturing and sales of 3D printer. Our printers are sold all over the world on high praise from consumers. In order to get the ultimate quality, develop better printers, and better serve you, we hope to get your advice and welcome contact. You're welcome to contact at any time. Okay, cool. And I got a warranty. And a free bag. Power supply back out the way. By the way, if it's not, if you are using those little miniature ASIC miners, the one that I pulled down a second ago, and you live in an area where it's like cold, you know, they work as good miniature heaters, and you know, you might have that argument like, hey, you know, it's not profitable to mine them, you know, mine right now. I mean, even if it's not profitable, like that'll like counter your electric bill. So I mean, hey, it's something. Would you rather pay full price for your electric or get like a 50% off discount by using your miners? I mean, I got two of them plugged up right here in my room, and it's beyond toasty. Let's see, step one, flip this over because it is definitely upside down, my retarded ass. Is it supposed to be like this? Okay, yeah, it's definitely not supposed to be like that. Okay, so, I already fucking shit up. I don't even know which way to face this to show y'all. Just gonna rotate it as I build it. Okay, bring this around here. Oh, look, I've already damaged it. Look at that. Oh, would you look at that? I already fixed it. What's the second picture say? Can't hear you. If you're wondering, yeah, I got an earpiece in, so if I'm not loud enough or if I'm too loud, that's why I got the earpiece in, so I can listen to music without the whole copyright BS. Let me see. Where's these rails? Rails, we got these rails, and we got... Okay, that shit fell. We got these rails. Let's pop these things open. Trying to waste time until Walmart opens up. Go buy some fruit that'll expire 3 hours after you buy it. tool. So I don't think it's these. It's probably these. Yeah, I think it's these. Maybe. That's what it looks like. Try to do this without scratching this. Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, step one is still confusing. So I gotta get these screws. Where are the screws at? Probably in this tool bag. Free tools. Free tools are cheap tools. Cheap tools are good tools. Why are they so good? Because you can break them and not care. Look at that. $10 snips that I did not want or have to pay for, though I have probably overpaid for them. I guess I got a little cleaning bristle tip. Zip ties. A whole set of Allen keys. And they just gave you all the tools. Set 4. These are 5 of them. All these got 5. Is this like IKEA? I get extra parts for free? Oh, it has to be, because so there's 4 of everything and 2 of everything. Four pieces. Open-ended squashers. No, that's not it. That's not it. Is it none of these? Okay, so we got 2 of these. What's that? 4 of these. Two of these. 2 of these. So that's all the 2s. 4 of these short fuckers. For the medium, 4 of these long ones. Oh, I'm definitely missing something. Hopefully I misplaced them. Hopefully they're somewhere else because I'm supposed to have another bag of screws. Set that over there. And they're supposed to look like this, but they're flat on the top part. Let's see. Okay, 2 and 2 on this motor thing. Is it this? I don't know, they might already be connected to the machine. I'm gonna check this crap out. These Allen keys. They're really nice. They tell you they were already, well, I guess they just telling me they're already attached. What does it want them? 1, 2, and 1, 2. Yo, ain't that some shit? I'm for real missing screws I was supposed to get with this. Okay. We're gonna check these off as I go. Alright. Got food on my face. So I got these 4 screws. Check. These 4 little screws. Check. These little holders. Check. This ain't a part of this. Okay, these 4 screws, check. These 2 little screws, check. Hold on. these two little screws. Check. M4 by 20, M4 by 20. Let me read this package. Let these be wrong. Let them be wrong. M5 by 45. M5. Well, these are it, but they ain't the screws that are on here. Yeah, it might be no big deal and nobody cares. You know, these long ones down here. If you know about screws and you got the thread and the smooth part, so it can slide through whatever it needs to be on. And the thread doesn't eat it up or tear it up. But you know what? They decided, you know, forget about it. We're just going to thread the whole thing because, you know, the customer won't care. You know, they don't care. They're the ones buying it. They don't care. On a real note, they usually don't care. But if you know, you know. It's just like, shit, man. Soap. Just get some Dawn and put it on your car. It's the same thing, right? They don't care. Yeah. Alright. Let's put these twin towers together. Put these screws back over there. My spare IKEA screw now. Where the hell my jar is at? I think it's over here. I got a jar full of random extra screws they give you. Alright, let's see. So if I'm looking at it from this end, I want the one with two holes over here. This. I don't gotta show you what I'm doing. It's literally just some holes at the top and holes at the bottom. It's just it. They just screw in. Can anybody else guess what I'm doing down here? Get that nice and snug. Get this one nice and snug. If this is your first time putting some shit together like this, honestly, guys, like, don't over tighten this shit. Like, I'm twisting the screws like this with the bottom part, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, it's supposed to go like this. Yeah, it is. Tighten that shit down and strip this shit that's been machined. I don't know how weak this shit is. It's in there. Nice, good, snugged. Get it in, it's good to go. If it gets loose, you can always tighten it back up. Dare you to over tighten them and strip them. Fun enjoying your new paperweight. I guess I gotta do the other side. How does it want it? Holes on the inside, so. I can hear it already. The world's greatest cameraman. Inside. Yeah, I've seen this and I was like, oh, cool, 3D printer. I'm buying that. First thing that came to my friend's mind, he's like, oh man, now you can make shit. You can print stuff. I'm like, what? And I'm like, nah, this ain't a thing printer. This is a money printer. You can't print money and go get the things you want, but you can print items and trade them and get the things you want. So my first idea was like, I want to make a stand for a dash, like, you know, for your car, for your iPhone. And I'm going through this thing and it's like they already got it. Somebody already thought about it. The fun part about it is just make a bunch of them and just sell them. I'm gonna see how many I can get, or how many I could probably get out of a roll. Roll costs $18. If I can get about 20 of them, sell them for like $5 a piece. It's good shit. It'd be well worth it. Let's see what's next on here. Okay, the other time in step 2. Step 2. Get this shit out the way. It wants this facing this way. Okay, so I guess I can pick either one. I have a feeling that higher voltage is going to give me more of a process to work with. My other miner is beyond non-profitable at this moment, so I'm going to leave it at the better yet, because I got it hooked to a split volt for my my dryer. I don't need that dryer turning on and turning this thing off. I'm gonna put it at 110. I'll try the other shit out later. What am I supposed to do with this? Am I looking at this wrong? Okay, yeah. I'm just looking at it wrong. So this is gonna come over here. There's a hole here and a hole here. And got some holes on here. Motor on the back. Just line it up like that. I don't know how this shit's supposed to go. It doesn't say. Maybe it hangs off the back. I don't know. It doesn't say on here. I don't know why they make it so difficult. Oh well, I guess this piece is gonna stay hidden in here. What kind of screws does this one want? Two little flat ones, and M420s, M58s, M420s, M58s. Where you at? Everyone with the ones in M420s, M58s. Okay, so these ones, they're the M4, and then you're gonna have a little X mark 20. There's two holes. Just push it through. Should line up with what's on this little power box here. I'm not even gonna lie, I wasn't even gonna build this today, but I'm just like, you know, if I don't do this, I'm not gonna do it later. I'm gonna get bored of it. Honestly, I really want to play with this thing. I just know it's going to be a hassle to set up. That's actually kind of fucking funny. This wrench is like bent. I don't know if y'all can see that on here. Yeah. Straight up curved. Screws are having a little bit of trouble going in. Just lift the box up a little bit. Don't tighten it all the way down. Make sure it's still a little bit loose, so you can get the other one in. Just kind of go back and forth. Now make sure it's all about even. Listen it there. Snug here. Then I go ahead and tighten it. That's good. That one's good. Bam, good to go. Alright, and then my other screws, these things. Only need 2 of these right now. So I'll take 2 of them, put them back over here. It's gonna be these little ones. So I think they're the M4X8, but take those, get that little static bag. It's gonna be your LCD screen. I'm the guy with my feet on the carpet, hoping that electrostatic shot goes through it. It's got like 2 little mounting holes. If you're looking at your base plate and you see the logo Ender, it's kind of like the front of it. That plate's going to go to the right side is your display. Just line it up with the holes on the bottom support beam, front. Just drop the screws in. I'm just gonna say it's like the same thing with all these screws on here. When you tighten them in, make sure your key is long ways and just tighten with your hand. Because if you tighten them like this and get all that leverage, they'll stick. But if you end up stripping it, it's no good. And there ain't no rethreading this the way it's machined. And once it's done, it's done. You're either gonna have to order new parts, get new parts made, or you're just not gonna have a printer. see what's the next step. My screen's on, my power box is on here. It doesn't tell me what to plug in yet. Step 3. Okay, I'm going to be working on this side of the machine, so opposite the monitor. This one doesn't explain anything, but I guess I can assume. Number 3 doesn't really say what to do, but I'm gonna figure it out. So take these 2 little screws I still got left. Only because it doesn't say, but I'm gonna assume, get these 2 little bracket things. Yeah, these. Where's it at? Whatever this thing is supposed to look like an L. So it looks like this thing, but it's supposed to have a bracket that attaches to it. I'm guessing this is it. Maybe. Oh, no, this can't be it. Now it's actually getting difficult. Alright, a little side bracket. That's all it is, just a little side bracket that it's attaching to. that's not it, and that is wrong. Okay, it says it's supposed to have this piece, but I don't see it up here, so now I gotta look for it. So I got this. This is gonna go with it. I got this. That's not gonna go with it. How am I missing a part? Shit. Bar. This thing tells me everything I got too. What's crazy is this thing doesn't even got the holes in it to even attach it if it had it. So I'm just gonna assume it's not real, it does not exist, it does not go on here. So let's see, let's orientate this. Yeah, what's crazy is the piece I need, there ain't even holes for it to go in. So I feel like it's not even supposed to be on this. Alright. This one on this, that didn't go so well. Alright. Four MX to 18. it. Yeah, 418s. Alright, so as you see, I've jumped into some different clothes. This is day 2. I was nodding off, so I went to sleep. It's day 2. I'm back from work. Figured I'd finish this up. But I'll do this now and then finish this and then whatever. So back to the instructions, because the sooner I finish this, the faster I can get my disc back. So let's see. So this is attached. Yeah. Alright, step 5 is to take, I'm assuming, one of these rails. Which one has 2 holes? 2 holes, 2 holes. Oh, okay, it's not really specific here. Okay, so it's this one. Alright, so I'll take this. Take an MP16, or MP4 by 16 screw. MP4. M4 by 16. My bad, guys. MP4. It's an M4 by 16. I also need to attach, I guess, one of these fittings. Let me see if I can find it. This isn't really clear. I almost feel like I've lost parts. Oh, I guess I kind of did drop the bag down here. Here, I assume is that little L bracket I was looking for earlier. So let's see. Because from earlier when I skipped step 3. How would I even fit this? Oh, okay, I see now. Let's get this on before I get this on. I know I'm probably doing a very, very poor job at showing what I'm doing here, but at least I could say I'm doing it. And if anybody has any questions, you know, I guess you could scroll back through the comments. This will be just like a place marker on the internet for the grand fuckery of building a 3D printer. But as I've done these steps, anybody runs into the same BS, you know, hey, can ask questions, time mark, I don't know. I don't really care. I do care. That's why I'm here, because, you know, generally I only want to post things that I can't find for myself so I can help the next person, because somebody out there is in my situation who isn't willing to go through the BS to figure it out themselves and then share it. So, why not? Maybe I sound crazy, but I feel that the perception of the human being will guide other people to want to be perceived themselves, in which we can thus spread knowledge to each other. Oh no, but then that'll make more competition. Of course it'll make more competition. It'll make you actually get stronger knowing that there's somebody more elite out there than you. Give you more of a willing focus. It's like, you know, it's harder than somebody competing with you. Somebody you trained. Somebody who knows everything you do, everything about you, the way you think, the way you move, your habits. That's a scary opponent. That'll make you really want to work hard. You go, oh, well, I can be physically fit. But can you be knowledgeably intellectual? Yeah. Not saying that one is better than the other. Mentally, you can say, hey, I'm gonna hurt you. That's cool. It can be scary. But physically, in actuality, it's a whole nother ball game. Two different battlegrounds, mind and body. You gotta keep both strong. But physically is where the true damage comes in. So, if you have a slight physically underlying than other people, you better become mentally stronger and find a way to outthink them so that you don't get physically damaged. Alright, that's on there. Seems crooked. Straighten that out a little bit. I'm just gonna say this again. All your screws on here, guys. Try not to over tighten them. Just get them nice and snug and good in there. I'm tightening everything like this. Just I'll keep showing it. You know, I'm not actually using this side and putting super torque on there. This ain't heavy machinery. You ain't gotta give it a ugga, you know. It's just technology, tabletop technology. It's not like it's gonna be pushing 1,000 pounds of plastic every minute. That's some good tea. Nice cup of tea after 6 cups of coffee. Alright. What was I putting on? Oh yeah, this rail. I should probably move should probably find a way to put my camera like more here and in my face. Use my 3D printer to make me a mount when I'm done. But for now, you got to deal with this bad angle and me staring off into the effervescent void that sits in front of me. It's beautiful. It's a whole wall. Alright, so got my M4 screw. Okay, I need one of these things. I'm guessing they're both the same, I think. I can only assume. Oh man, static. Okay, what does this say? 4, 5, 30 seconds. What does this one say? 4 and 5, 30 seconds. Okay, so they're both 4 and 5, 30 seconds. Not really sure what the little blue clamp on it's for. It doesn't really say. My cat's in the other room, really wants to get in here. I let her in, she's just gonna mess everything up. So she's got to be patient. You know I bragged early in the video about the person making these instructions as being a godsend, because I don't gotta read crap. Now I'm kind of wishing there was some sort of readable instructions, because playing Pictionary with guess is not really that fun anymore. Shit. I think this is the right piece. It's this piece. This looks more like what it might be. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is it. I'm over here pulling crap apart and I'm in the right piece. Okay, so what's gonna go on this rail up here is this big hunky chunky metal-y piece thing. So this here, slide this way. Okay. So you're gonna have a long hole, a big hole, another short hole, and like 2 holes at the end with another big hole. The 2 little holes over here with the big hole is where you want to place this thing. And this little nut right here, this little QR readers at. This nut's gonna go inside that big hole area. So it should just set in there like that. And you're gonna put them screws in behind it. Let's see. Alright. So after propping these screws in, you know, they had to go in right here. You just set them in right here, and they're a little bit of a pain to get in, but you'll end up leaving like a little gap right here when you get them in. So if you're not really able to place them in correctly, that's why. You're a little bit of trouble, but you're gonna want to come through with your hex key, Allen wrench, hex wrench, whatever you want to call it. Come through these holes that are provided at the top, and just get to them that way. It makes it way easier. So now that that's on, let's see what the next step is. And holy shit, I barely touched the paper and it's already ripping. Alright. What is this? They make this really confusing. Okay, so next is gonna be a little piece that I had earlier. This piece. Okay, so the actual print head, this and that. The way it's showing me this, you know what? I'm gonna actually turn my music on while I'm doing this. I go to Walmart in an hour and pick up some stuff, so I'm trying to get as much done as I can. Listen to some Valentino Lasita, if you know who that is. If you're thinking, oh, Mexican music, no, just piano, guys, just piano. And I'm not gonna lie, whenever you're on Spotify and you're like, oh yeah, classical piano, violins start playing, like I don't know who threw that in the playlist, but man, you need to burn in hell. I get it's a suggestion, but it's like listening to rock music and out of nowhere just hardcore gangster rap from the early 90s just starts popping, and it's like, yo man, I'm listening to Nirvana. I get it, but no. It's variety, but not the variety we're looking for. No offense to gangster rap, it's great. It's just when you're not vibing at that time for it, it's not cool. Alright, cool. So, take this thing, take the last two M416 screws to attach these, and this print wheel should just free slide onto this bar. So that attached that way. These will be facing out this way. Okay, so you're gonna have a hole between the wheels and a hole up here actually on the wheel. And then see the QR code on the back? It's the QR code towards you. Take the wheels and face them away from you. It's gonna go on front of the bar. Just look at it like that. Okay. QR code on the back. That like that. And this and that. And whatever else you want to call it. And if my explanation of this video pisses you off, great. Find somebody else more patient to do this shit. Oh, I'm gonna leave my shitty comment and let you know, and it's like, great, I don't care. Active engagement. Go ahead and waste your time. You might have 3 guys read it and be like, yeah, man, you tell them. Like, okay, great, you're telling me. You're not the audience I'm looking for, and not really the audience I care about, but you're the audience I'm concerned about. What's the difference? That's the concerning part. So. This is actually a really nice piece. I don't know how to pronounce this, but if y'all want to look that up, this is what I'm listening to. So very nice. You can hear it already. Oh, you're a spoiled, privileged, rich kid whose parents raised you on classical. No, no, no. Everybody comes from different backgrounds. I'm not going to say where I live currently. But, yeah. Yeah, you're funny. There's gates here, but it's not a gated community. There's bars. When they're not ones you drink at that are surrounding this place. No, it's not a prison, but it may as well be. The fuck? I'm over here losing my mind. It's like I'll put it like this, simple as this. If you live in a gated community, the one thing you're worried about your car being outside is, oh my god, I hope nobody lets their dog shit in my driveway. I don't want my wheels to scrape against it, you know, scrape that nice shine off. Okay. You live in the suburban areas. Oh no. Hope nobody dings my bumper when I'm parked on the road. Man, you can earn a 30-year-old Civic and the thing you're worried about out here, and if you know the term and the word, then you understand. Oh man, I hope nobody finds out, you know, that I went to Lowe's, because then they're going to think I have a business of some sort. Jack boys are going to pop out and they might be jugging. So, it's really the most concerning thing out here. If you have a car left alone, you got shit in it. And no, I'm not in Baltimore, so... Pulling on this thread is kind of crappy, but it works. Okay, so it should look like that when you're done with it. And then your print wheel will go on the back of this. It's not really explaining how. I'm gonna see if I can get this fixtured on here right. Okay. Let's see. Fan towards top. Two wheels on top. Fan towards this. Okay, so the on your print head here doesn't really tell me how to situate it around. This little fan that you can move with your fingers is going to be facing towards this piece. You're going to end up sliding it on through the back on this side. But this will be your upward orientation. When you do that, you're going to want your two wheels like this to be on top. So it should come around like this. I'll get it on there and then I'll show you. Oh no. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Let's see if I can get this on here right. Not gonna lie, I probably should have put this on before I put plate on. Alright, let's do that. I'm just gonna cut this like scene and switch it around. Okay, so take a print head, QR code thingy facing you, two wheels on top, the little spinny fan things on this side facing towards the outside. You just slide your wheels like this right on here. Free moving. So once that's slid on, go ahead and drop this plate on. A wheel with one hole next to it is going to be the piece facing towards this. It should lock in pretty smoothly. There's a nut and a groove that'll hold it in. Take your M4 by 16 screws and just drop them right in there. Alright. Once you're done, it should look like this. Pause the video, freeze frame the video. Do whatever the hell you gotta do to get a good look at this to figure out what you want to see. You know, I'm trying to give you all angles here so you can kind of figure it out. If I had a bigger desk and a better camera, I would definitely show you more, but at least it's something. Alright, let's see what this says. Alright, what's this last piece? There we go. This piece here, it says that I need to take it. This one's different than the one on here. It's definitely different, but I understand the concept. Wonder why they switched that. It's weird. Okay. So on the back here, the side with your print head that swivels, you're going to want to take this piece like this, and these two little, okay, I guess it ain't ready. These two little square pieces are actually going to slide in between the rail grooves, kind of like you did your little L piece on the bottom bracket down here. So I guess when you get it set up near it or get ready to set the fixture in, you'll kind of see more or less what I'm talking about. It's not really going to stop your print head from coming off, but I think it's more or less there to keep things lined up from I guess reaching out too far. I'm not really too sure. I think I'm doing this right. Yeah. This is what it shows. Great. When it shows you stuff on here that's not really too clear, it doesn't really help. Alright, so when you get this piece on, back here, basically gonna look like that. Make sure it's just leveled, and when you get it on there, make sure there's a gap between this little wheel and the actual bar so it's not touching or scraping. But what I noticed in the instructions, since it doesn't really actually say, it just kind of gives a slight picture diagram without really clarifying. You're gonna have this band that's gonna need to go on. I guess it really doesn't matter left or right wise, but you're gonna want to come through on the underside of your print head. You're gonna see these two grooves. So here's the little spinny fan part. It's gonna basically be under it. A groove here, and then you're gonna have a groove up here. So a little groove, little groove. You're gonna wrap this band through it. It's gonna be like this. It's basically gonna wrap upside down. Well, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to go on before I put it on, but it doesn't really say. It shows it attached before or after. So let's see what I can work with here. Alright. So, okay, I got the first one in. Don't know if you can really see that. Kind of came from the outside in. I'm going to straighten it up when I get in there, but I'm going to come up. Bear with me, guys. At least I'm someone who's trying this. You're going to come around your wheel like that. So, just bring it up. Come around your wheel. Basically going to come across like that. And now, I'm assuming due to the design, once you wrap around, you're going to come actually under these two wheels on your print head. And then just keep going through, and I'll lead you from there. So, let's see. And if you gotta slide the print wheel back and forth, you know, try to get it through there because it's a little bit hard to wedge. Well, then do what you gotta do. If there's one thing I can agree with whoever set up these instructions, besides from making me read a bunch of crap, I guess this is for anybody of any language. But he's basically telling you, like, hey man, there ain't a right way or a wrong way to do this. Figure it out. Which I think is one of the best ways for people to learn. Figure it out yourself. Is it a hard way? Yeah. But is it a very efficient way? Absolutely. And it seems like my belt is twisted, so I'm going to have to untwist it here. There we go. Alright. So once it's through here, and your teeth should actually be facing the machine, going all the way around. You kind of got a concept of how a belt works. Or at least the belt drive. Any motorcycle guys out there who drive Harleys will understand how a belt works. And this shouldn't be much of a problem for you. No, I don't own a Harley, but I used to drive a lot of bikes, or ride a lot of bikes per se. So, you'll basically come through the head like that. And then go back into it around the other side of the wheel that's in there. You'll see the wheel with teeth. It's basically just a sprocket. I guess I should probably just say sprocket wheel, but hey, who cares? It's all getting built the same anyway. It's a little difficult. Alright. Once you get that through, you know, you'll go in and out of the wheel like that. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's wrapped on this little wheel. So you'll come up on this side, and just like this one's inside here, you're gonna do the same thing right here. It's gonna be honest with you guys, like I really don't like editing videos. I mean, some of my other ones that I did before I tried, but it's really not preferable for me. And although I had to cut this one because I fucked up earlier, really don't like doing retakes or cuts or going back and making things look shiny and perfect. I know some people go and root for that quality bullshit, but hey, I'm giving it to you raw and uncut here, and this is my first time building one of these, so I guess just being intuitive. There we go. Nice and snug in here. Nice and snug on this one. It's on the wheel. So yeah, got it attached here. Got it attached up here. And the belt should drive it back and forth. So all right. Next step. Well then, I feel like a dumb piece of shit. It shows the belt being attached up here. It shows the diagram for step 6. And in the small window, it's like, oh, attached, make sure you attach it like right here. You know, where the belt is. You know? It's up here, you'll get it. But then I go to step 7, put on my little tightening in wheel. But then on step 8, it shows you how to put the actual belt on. It's like, yeah, man. So, the way you're going to want to put your exhaust pipe together is so right here by the catalytic converter, you know, next to the end of the tailpipe, you're gonna have your main pipe, you know, your resonator. And then you're gonna put on this extension pipe. Oh, and then you're gonna put on your muffler. It's like, but I thought we already had the muffler on. No, you're seeing things. So yeah, that's some shit. So I'll skip step 8 now that I've already got it done, coincidentally. Go to step 9. And that is... It's a little confusing. Alright, where's this rail? This little black rail here. I don't know if it needs to stay in this sleeve or not. I assume it does. Well, no. Never mind. I guess I just had to take that off. So yeah, it's threaded. So I guess to keep it clean, they put a sleeve on it. honestly, well, that's greasy. Honestly, to be honest with you, if say anything, these guys are a little bit disorganized, but they are really thoughtful on the way they put this stuff together. So yeah, I suck with this camera thing, but I guess I'll try to pick this up and show you in a second what I did. Trying to tear anything up here. Okay, so I basically just attached. I need to loosen that up because it's got this rod crooked. But right here, this piece that's attached, you got this rod just gonna go in here. You only gotta tighten this first screw because this screw is attached to this. It's just like a coupler. So let me loosen this up. Well, it's supposed to be that way, which it might. Let me double check this. No, I didn't say. But I do want to make sure this is straight. Or as straight as I can get it. Yeah, no, that's just how it is. Okay, so that's in there. Okay, I don't know what the point of tightening this up if it didn't do anything. Let me see. I don't know, this picture still shows it with the black sleeve on, so I don't know, maybe I need to leave the sleeve on it, but I really doubt it. I think this might be one of the few things I do actually got to torque down, because it's not holding too tightly on its own. Yeah, that's better. Alright. Give it one little mini ugh. Make sure it's in there. Alright, now that that's clamped down, make sure this thing is leveled straight. Alright. So that's on there. So that's step 9. Okay, it's gonna need this piece on it. Okay, the bar will be in front. So I want to do this wrong. Doesn't really show how you're supposed to go through with putting this all together. So I'm gonna go from the underside. Yeah, just assume it comes from the outside. Alright. So, I know my camera isn't back in far enough, but up here, from your threaded piece, follow it to the top. If you look under here, so see the QR code? Look on the opposite side of that block. Down here you're going to have this bracket. This block. And you'll have this hole. And that's where that little threaded rod's going to go through. And this piece, the actual structure piping, is going to go in the front side of this. So, come around like this. Make sure your wheels slide in nice and snugly. That's on both sides. The wheels are going to go through the grooves of the structure piping or tubing or whatever the hell you want to call it. It might not be perfect, so you got to kind of play with it. For me, putting the side with the wheel by itself was easier to go in first, and then slide in the side with the big motor part on it second. Just make sure your threading's in there. Yeah, they really know how to do this the hard way, don't they? Guess I'll loosen this screw back up for now. It's a little bit of a tough time getting this wheel assembly on, but like I said, try to get this side on first. Once you got it on, just through the threading. Should work. I'm gonna loosen these. I loosened up the screw for the threading, and the I'll go ahead and actually loosen up the motor. So this is for y'all, if y'all do it. I suggest y'all do it too. That way it might be easier to put on. Yeah, loosen those two up. Okay, now if that's loose, it should make it easier to tighten this axle thread rod so that it's easier for the print slide to go back and forth. Still pulled it out. So I gotta put it in there tighter. Alright. Now, once that's on, then I would go back and tighten these. Another reason I think I would do these ones snug with a little bit of torque behind them is because if it's having this much stiffness in it, which it probably shouldn't, it'll probably wear itself in because the fitting's brass, so it'll probably chew through it a little bit till it's nice and snug, and it does have grease. And I think it should move smoothly. I can only assume that by design. And if you watch this much of this video with this much hassle, it's because you're probably either dedicated or highly interested in really building one of these. So, some more tea. I really don't know if you'd call this tea, but it's tea, cocoa, and cream. I know someone out there is like, oh, it's not real tea. That's not real. Yeah, okay. You know, fries are great. Fries with a little bit of salt are better. Fries with chili, cheese, hot sauce, jalapenos. Yeah, those are better. So yeah, fries are great, but adding shit to them makes them great. I'll drink regular tea, tea with, tea without. I really don't care, just whatever I'm feeling. Coffee, on the other hand, coffee's coffee. Coffee is coffee. Coffee is coffee. If you want pudding, put all the other crap in there. It's like drinking beer and saying like, oh, it's too bitter. I need to add sugar to it. Coffee's coffee. Coffee. Alright. So now that that's on, I need one M5 by 25 screw. I'll take one of these caps. There should be a washer as well. Oh, so it's not one, it's four. I'll take the final top rail, go across the top. Not really sure how I'm going to thread my wiring. But I guess assuming it'll go like this. Your cord, guys, make sure your cord is under this final piece. You can kind of see the corner of the video is going to go up top. And when you look at this, you're going to have two sides. A side with really open holes. Side with kind of open holes. The side with the really open holes are going to be facing up because you got to be able to fit your screws through. You can do it the other way, but your shit's going to come out really jacked up. So M5 by 25. Alright, so you're putting this together, y'all. So I'm just gonna assume this table is this top rail up here. You're gonna have 4 screws. Space them out. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, to support this beam up top. When you put them screws in, just line them up. Twist them down before you, and then once you really feel them kind of get snug a little bit, stop. Same thing here, stop. But do one on this side and one on this side. Then come back, vice versa, vice versa. And just twist this one down a little bit more, this one down a little bit more, this one down, and this one down. And then actually get it seated all the way, seated all the way, seated all the way, seated all the way. And give it a nice snug turn all the way around. The same thing over here. Then come back over here, then come back over here. And the reason I'm saying that is because it's a balance of pressure. If you know, you know. You have no reason to get any more understanding from this. You already know. If you're a mechanic, you know damn well why. Because what it'll do is if you tighten down one side too much, it's hard for the threads to catch on the other side, and when you're tightening them, you'll be forcing it, and it'll actually end up eating into the metal of your frame. And if they come loose, when you try to retighten them again, one side's always going to stay real jiggly and wobbly and shaky, and you're going to have a lot of trouble. If you go the other way, it'll be easier to get the screws well seated in. You won't have that problem with them ever coming loose or getting wobbly, and you won't damage your product. So I don't know who you are building this, but if, you know, I think this one was $240. If you work at McDonald's, yeah, you're really kicking yourself in the balls if you damage this thing. If you're a college kid, yeah, you're removing your balls at this point. You're really hurting your pocket, unless mommy and daddy are giving you money. If someone who's got a decent job, okay, yeah, this is just kind of a slap. It kind of sucks. You know, you'll get over it. Got a good job. Great. Okay, you don't care. Just throw this brick out the window and get a new one. But anyway. Yeah, I'm that guy who, if this doesn't work out, it's a huge slap in the face, so. Really suck. Alright. And then I'm assuming this is going to come in here. Oh, yep, yeah, that fits right in there. Doesn't really say anything else about how that would fit. But I'll lower it down and show you what I did in a minute. If it actually... You got steps 1 through 12, but on step 12 it has like 8 steps in one. Alright. So, that's step 10. Step 11 is this handle. And I probably should use this tabletop the whole video, but I'm not going back now. And it's attaching this handle to actually carry this thing around. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, so all these things got like little side grooves in them, so you can kind of hook stuff in there and just go up and down. It's going to be the same thing up here at the top. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, it will. Okay, so take out these 2 little fittings that are left. You'll need these. And, which screws? I don't want to assume here. You'll need a M5x8. Or 2 of them per se. So it should be these. Where are they at? Oh, that's great. I got one. It's these little ones. Oh, hiding by the zip ties. So let me put these in here where they're supposed to go. So I'll take that. Got these holes. Just drop the screws right in top. Like that. And then these little nuts on here, the side with the little piece protruding out of it is going to go facing upwards. That's the part that's actually going to touch the thread first. Alright. Once you got those on, it'll look like this. And when you slide them into the rails, you're going to want them in this orientation here. Like that. So that when they slide on that top bar from left to right, you know they can't come out. Let's see, handle. So it's gonna face like this. Smooth side facing towards where the ender part is. Bro, I'm blind. I just had the handle. I think this little piece comes off right here. Yeah. You got the ugly side of the face. And then you got the smooth side. The smooth side is the side you want to put the handle through. So just take it like that. Take that cap, put it right back on the way you took it off. Turn it and snap it on. And yeah, you probably don't gotta do it with as much force as I did, but hey, it's on there. Go ahead and put your screws into the grooves and tighten them down. You should be good to go from there. Which is really weird because they want you to do this after the fact of already mounting the top plate when it would have been a lot easier to do it the other way. I guess you can adjust them from in here. this is the only part on this thing where I think they really messed up instruction wise. Man, is this crap difficult. And you can't even turn it around, so yeah, I just would set them in there and then turn them by hand. You can't. You can't. Alright, those 4 top screws you put on, drop 2 of them fuckers out, and then slide your handle in. That's crazy. And if you did put them in, like I said, balance wise, it should come out pretty easy. With that slit in there. Alright. The handle's on. That's on. Now it's got to do all the wiring. And unfortunately, while reading this, because they didn't really tell me that this would be risen off the ground a little bit, that wire I couldn't figure out earlier looked like this from the bottom of the power supply. Yeah, it does go to something, the power. So take this piece back off and pull that part back out. And then I'll turn this around and show you how all the connections will go in. And this is one of the reasons why I said just hand tighten these with a nice snugness, because there's no reason to really just bolt these things down like they're gonna fly out anytime soon. This is a piece I'll never get tired of too. Let's save that. So, yeah. Google that real quick and listen to that for a little bit. It's in G sharp minor, by the way. Yeah, if I had that correct. Yeah. Yeah, G sharp minor. Alright, so let's get this piece out. Alright. So let's see. Now we're going to step 12 to ensure that all of this is correct. Okay. So, keyboard's getting in the way. So from what I can see, here's your interface window. It's your screen. You're gonna have a knob right here. It's gonna be on the furthest side. See me turning it right here. The side opposite of the knob, closest to this rail, you'll have 3 jacks. 1, 2, 3, and it's for this connector. This side closest, from what this is what the instructions are indicating, closest to this pole, this rod, the support beam, it's opposite of this knob, so closer to your pad, is where you'll want to connect this one. So even if I did turn this all the way around, you wouldn't really be able to see, so that's why I'm explaining it. Afterwards, I'm going to turn this all the way around. So I may be able to get a bottom angle, but honestly, I think this fitting should have gone on before the placement of the screen. It would have probably been a lot less difficult. So now that that's attached, I'll go ahead and rotate this so that all the other connectors can be shown in the way in which they need to be connected. I feel like there was a lot more. I was gonna say I thought there was one more connector, but there is. I'm not really too sure where it's gonna connect, but I guess I'll find out in a second. All right. And for your screws up top, guys, because it's gonna look kind of trashy, I guess they were like, hey, yo, we should make this look kind of clean and clear. The bars on the ends, right here, you have these little caps that you can put on the end to make it look a little bit more clean. They're not really necessary, but they're aesthetic, so go ahead and just pop these on. Alright. Now I'll get this rotated. Okay. So right here, this is that L bracket I was telling you earlier. So if you haven't put it on yet, you can still put it on now. It's basically just a trigger to let the machine know that it's reached the bottom. But you have this connector here. It's got a groove on it, so you'll know which way is the right way to put it in. And again, this is probably something that would have been easier connected before the fitting was placed on, but hey, the instructions said otherwise, so give it a nice little click, and once it's in, it is in. Yeah, and if, I mean, like, you're super forcing it to where you know it's going to break, yeah, it's probably a little bit too much. So, just make sure it's good and snug. Get yourself a little clicker here. I'll go ahead and just take this. Careful with this rod. Pull your frame. Turn that around. Once that's there, let's check the other connections. So we've got the screen. Okay, it says these are labeled X, Y, Z. Oh, they are labeled. That's probably what these tabs are for. Huh. I have these little orange tabs on here. I don't know if you see that on the camera. Or yellow. My camera shows them as yellow. For me, they're like a yellow-orange. Okay, the Y connector's already in. Z connector is already in. So E, Y, Z. Okay, and then you got these up here. That's where I was saying there's more of them. So let's get these situated correctly. Okay, so down here we have X, we have another X. We got a wide X and we got a skinny X. I hope these are labeled correctly. And then we have an E. So, over here is where we'll place our wide X. And if you look at these, this one is an X and it's wide. This one in the middle is wide, but it's an E. And this one is also an X, but it's a lot slimmer. So you can kind of see the size difference if you're wondering and not sure. The smaller X. So the bigger X we're going to take, and it's going to come to this side here. It's going to be under the motor. Same thing, just slip it in. There will be grooves on it, so you can't do it wrong. I mean, I guess you could if you tried. You might have to work with the nails, you might have to work with some needle noses to push them, just don't damage the wires. These ones I'm not sure if you're going to get a snap on them. Let me see, I'll use my Allen key to push these in. Alright, so you're not going to get a snapping noise with this one. But I guess once it's in there, it's in there. Just ensure both sides are pushed in. Okay, so that's in. Then your E wire. That is going to come right here onto this side. This big motor with silver, black, silver. Right here. You'll see it right on this bottom piece. Side here, same thing. Just slide that in there. Yeah, now seeing this one go in, these ones don't really snap in. They just kind of lightly click. You'll more or less feel it than hear it. So. Really wish these wires weren't so close to this rod, but I guess they are. And this last one, this last This last X will be on the opposite side of this block right here. Let's see. This is what it's showing me. Okay, it says it's in here. Okay, yeah, the wheel with the belt. So I'm gonna turn this whole frame so it can be seen. Okay, it's right in here. So right here, where I'm touching. It's a little hard to see in there, but yeah, you'll kind of more or less be able to tell by looking which way the grooves go. If it doesn't fit, guys, don't force it. Just switch it around and see if it works. Trying to like force crap into place, it's not worth breaking it. Alright, that one's in there. Alright. So now, get all of that together. We've got one more plug, and that will be back here. That'll be this plug for power, and I recommend it. This is just me, just so it's out of the way. Obviously, take it, make sure it's unraveled from everything else. Go under everything, over your main wires, but under your little track beam here. And it's kind of obvious the way the plug goes in, but just ensure you have the black wire to the black wire and the red wire to the red wire, because you know sometimes manufacturers mess up too. But just get those slid in there and all should be good. Got one of those where if you breathe in, it kind of hurts your chest type gas bubbles. Come on, get that thing moving. I don't know if you're supposed to inhale when you get those, but pushing that fucker out the way. Alright, and then you got, it doesn't say anything about these fucking blue clamps. Let me see here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah, I did miss one thing here, the last part. And it was this thing. So take this wire. It's just a feeding tube for your filament. You know, put it into this little fitting head. But it's not really staying in there, so I'm guessing it only stays after the filament's put in. But at the same time, there's also these there's these little like blue clamp things. I guess they go around the neck of it. I'm gonna try a small one, see if that works. If it doesn't, I'll try the bigger blue one. Just not really sure what it's for. No, it doesn't really change anything. I guess it's just there to be there. But let me tell you, manufacturers don't add. Actually, I take that back. I was gonna say manufacturers don't add crap in there for free, but I guess IKEA just gives you bonus stuff, right? It's kind of like taking apart a PlayStation 5 and realizing, you know, hey, I guess they don't need all the extra screws, right? Yeah. It didn't show anything about this little piece. I'm not really sure. If anybody knows about them, I guess if you made it this far in the video, comment below and tell me. It's not even listed in my assembly list, so. Oh well. Oh, I feel dumb. This thing that I'm calling a handle up here, it's for your it's for your filament spool. I feel dumb. It's let's keep that clear. Feel dumb, not am dumb. Dumb, not am I. And doesn't say this on the question thingy fucking instructions here, but it's pretty self-evident at this point. So they're just little, looks like a little USB drive. It's got an SD card in it. I'm guessing that's the software for your computer. And that's how all the Chinese hackers get into your stuff. They just put it on these chips and they ship it over to America. We plug them in. We're like, yeah, I got a 3D printer. And they're like, haha, I got your identity. But no. On a real note, yeah, I just plug this in. I'm going to assume, really, I don't trust this. But with this computer, I don't have anything crazy sensitive on here. That's what you use your laptops and other devices for. Keep them crystal clear from your personal devices. Actually, I should plug it into a solid port by itself. So I'm going to do that. Alright, that's plugged in. And I'm coming to realize there's no Ethernet port on here. So I'm assuming it's Bluetooth, which is cool because I actually went and bought one of those little TP Bluetooth links, whatever they're called. And that's how I do my Bluetooth from my computer. I could have bought one of those little Wi-Fi chips, but I just haven't got around to it. The M.2 port, or the NVMe, whatever you want to call them, ports that you do them through. And I just realized I have a whole plug down here with absolutely nothing in it. But yeah, this is really making me wonder now, like, how am I supposed to attach this to this printer? Let me see. I'm gonna share this with y'all, so let's see, screen share. Let me see if I got this right. Alright, so got my power cord here. Go ahead and attach that. This should be 115. I already had the power turned on it, so it's powering up for me, guys. That's what it looks like. So yeah, it's on. I wish I could actually show you the screen in a little bit better view on here of what to press, but I guess I'll just walk you through it by talking to you. If you made it this far, then you can just listen to what I'm saying and just do as I do. And I'll go back to the screen for the USB. So it says it's ready to go. The little toggle knob lets you switch back between 100% all the way, I guess, to 120%. Holy shit, how high can you turn this thing? Not really sure what it's for. 200%, 300%. I don't know how high this thing goes, but I'm just gonna tone it down and leave it at 80% to be safe, because I don't know what it means. There's no other buttons on here. That's just that knob. So that's on. I'll clean all this other crap off my desk. Ooh. All right. So let me show you this scene here. So I don't want to open this file application just yet. Let's see if I can read it through Notepad. Okay, I guess it's just a log file for the program itself. Even though it doesn't say log on there. Yeah, G-code, so. Alright. Let me extract this. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay, so go back to my big screen. So on the front, you have your monitor panel, your little interface. Well, on the opposite side, if you look down near the bottom of the base, y'all may have known this, I didn't. There's a plug for micro USB and what looks like a micro SD card to go in, and I guess that's how you'll transport your files. So if you have an iPhone, you'll have to use I guess your lightning port to micro USB. If you're gonna plug that in, should be able to find adapters for that and go straight from your iPhone. Otherwise, you'll just have to use the micro SD card, which is a little bit of hassle. Now I see why people probably get the Wi-Fi ones, but as far as I can tell, this doesn't have Wi-Fi. As far as I know, from when I bought it, it really shouldn't have Wi-Fi, but oh well. And I guess anything you create from your phone, probably create most things on your computer. Just put them into the card, and then take the card and transfer it to your Ender Pro. And you just work from there. So for the most part, I guess that's all the setup. I extracted these files. Let's see what happens when I open them. We have a... I probably should have opened this before the entire video. Yeah. Do I have a file viewer in here? No, I'll just open right to the browser. PDFs. Yeah, I'll probably put this in the description, so if somebody reads the description first, you'll get all the instructions. In reality, I'll probably edit and put this towards the front of the video too, so yeah, it gives you all your instructions to putting this together. Alright, kill all that. It also gives you a user manual that is in English. So if you need your user manual, you should get one paper copy anyway. This is your warranty, but yeah, keep your warranty, keep your user manual. I have no clue where I put mine. I know there was one here. Or maybe I'm just remembering things wrong or recalling wrong. Recalling the thought of information in an incorrect manner is giving me a fallacy to my thoughts. Does it make any sense? Probably not. I don't even understand what I'm saying. But, yeah, I guess this is a good go-to here. So, that's your first file in this book. Then you have software and drive. We'll be running it for Windows. Close this. Open type of system file. Operating system of various programs, editing and modifying. Could damage your system. Show apps. Notepad, open. Okay, yeah, so it's just a running program. I guess I have to extract that file. Again, I guess this is another user guide. Which, yeah, just a guide, but anyway. How to use and install the online print drive. Online print drive needs to connect to computer. Computer's printer cable. Oh, wait, what? Did it come with one? Online printing need to connect computer to 3D printer by data cable. The printer cannot be powered off in the printing process, and the computer cannot sleep or go. Turn off your screensavers, guys, or the data transmission will be failure. You know, I know some people might be reading this like, haha, they can't speak English. But here's the thing. The fact of the matter is, I know the person whoever designed this probably did not write this, but whoever their writer was for this instruction manual, probably Chinese. And you have to realize there's not a lot of things in Chinese, or I guess Mandarin, that match over to the English language, such as like certain past tense or past tense and future tense things. So it does make sense from reality the way they're saying it. Online printing need to connect computer to the 3D printer by data cable. The printer cannot be powered off in the printing process. and the computer cannot sleep or go screensaver. It's a process of going to screensaver, so going to screensaver, going screensaver. It's kind of like food. You would say, don't let the food go bad. You wouldn't say, let the food go too bad. So it's a state. It's a state of being, so go screensaver is a state of being. Makes sense. Or the data transmission will be failure. It is inconvenient to use. We do not advise you use print model this way. Okay. It is recommended to turn off the... Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a little bit sketchy for me. I'd have to go offline to do that. So, I guess if you're using like remote access and you're trying to print, I guess that would work. It is recommended you turn off antivirus software before just installing the driver to prevent accidental or cause of installation failure. Okay. So any of y'all who do like cryptocurrency out of there and you need like a mining software, it's the same type of process, I'm assuming, so just temporarily take down. Okay, so in reality, you can end the video at this point. Everything else is just mostly set up, which I'll probably do a video on. Let's see. Another user manual. Operations video. This is what we got here. Look at this guy, he's a pro. Say like this, he's either the son of the owner of the company, he's the owner of the company, he's a friend of the guy he created the company with, or this is just the shipping guy and they're giving him the coolest job yet. The face of the company. Guys, educational purposes. So yeah, just run through that, and this guy actually gives you probably a better walkthrough than my video. Watch his video, not my video. So let's see what else do we got here. So that was operations video, 3D model. Okay, head 3D viewer. I'm not really sure what this is for. Oh, I guess these are just examples. That's cool. I got a maze on here? Got 2 mazes. That's actually kind of cool. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I know I said earlier in the video I don't edit or cut anything, but this video is so goddamn long. If I don't edit and cut it, it's 3 hours. So no one's sitting for that. No one. I don't care who you are. No one is sitting 3 hours. People will barely sit an hour for a video. So if you watch the whole thing, cool. If not, cool, because you know you can get this thing together yourself. That's even better. You know, whatever helps you. So, yeah. I'm going to Walmart. Hopefully this helped somebody. If not, no well. I'm gonna use it for myself. I have to go back and look at something.